Hey guys, so I know I said my first YouTube video would be a CreepyPasta cosplay, but I still haven't even found a good cosplay costume online yet. I haven't even found a Toby hoodie. Imagine that. So, I'm just gonna get this out there now. I'm basically going to be talking about all of the flaws in school, and honestly, it shocks me that no adult has realized this yet. Like, no adult that works in the Board of Education. First things first, we're starting school back up way too early. Like, I'm going back to school on August 20th. And you guys are wondering why you have budget problems? I mean, my mom told me back when she was in school, started back at Labor Day. And I'm not just saying this because I want a longer summer break. Well, it's one of the main reasons why I'm saying this, but, we're just starting school way too early. In my opinion. I think we should have the entire summer off. I mean, we don't even get a full 3 months off. If you don't want to worry about budget problems, you might want to start here. Message to the Board of Education. Second thing I want to talk about is Common Core, which is a method of learning that Ohio schools have been using. Or at least the school in my city has been learning. I don't know if it relates to any other states or cities, but they are teaching us stuff that's way too advanced for my grade. I'm about to enter junior high, and in 6th grade, we were learning stuff that we were supposed to learn in high school. And it's not just me. It's been stressing a lot of kids out. My best subject is math, and there have been times when I wanted to chuck my math book out the window. I was so stressed out. And English, they want us to write a paragraph for a short answer, when really, if you're good enough at writing, one sentence can explain it. And for long answers, instead of 4 sentences or more, they want us to write an essay. 3 paragraphs. Really? And they want us to start focusing on college already. Like, obviously, you don't know the meaning of a happy childhood. Like, all that's been on my mind all summer is school and how far I fell behind. I think we should just get rid of Common Core because it is just way too much. They're teaching us all these graphs and elaborate steps to solve a problem, like we're going to use them on a test. When are we going to have the time to do that? Use a graph to subtract? Really? When really all you have to do is line the numbers up and subtract that. It doesn't make sense to me at all. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is how people say, wait, second thing? Did I say third? Summer break has messed with my memory. I can't even remember what I said a matter of seconds ago. Third thing I want to talk about is how people say you're going to need all of the subjects you learn in school further on in life. I don't fully agree with that. I mean, I know American history is important, but really, unless you want to be an architect or anything, it's not too important. I mean, you should know your American history, don't get me wrong. But I don't think it's one of those subjects that are all that important. And we have technology now. I mean, if you think about it, you carry your phones around everywhere, or some electronic. And most electronics have calculators on them. So technically, you carry a calculator around basically everywhere you go. So why are you teaching us all of this stuff? Now, some calculators can't punch in fractions or anything, so that's why I think it's important to know how to convert fractions to decimals. Which can be figured out by using a calculator. The two main subjects you're pretty much going to have to know for any job are English and a bit of math. Now, algebra I can understand too. Algebra and science I can understand too, because if you want to work in a bank, you're going to have to know your algebra, and obviously if you want to be a scientist, you got to know your science. But for every job out there, most of the time you'll need English skills and math skills. So those two subjects are pretty important. But guess what? Fun fact. Back in I think it was colonial times, I honestly can't remember. It's been so long since I've been told this. Back in colonial times, or whatever, I can't remember, like I said, all they learned was economics. They didn't have subjects like we have. And now we barely learn anything economical. So, I mean, one thing we're gonna need in life, it's pretty important, is paying our taxes and writing checks and learning how to get jobs and and all of that stuff. It's one of the most important things we'll need in life. And we're not even learning that? Come on! I mean, heck, is it that hard to make a new subject that teaches us all this stuff? Is it that hard? I mean, that stuff's important too. Probably more important than social studies and art and computer and phys ed. I'm sorry, are you gonna cartwheel over your check to write it? Are you gonna have to climb a rope to money so that you can pay your taxes? You're gonna have to recite the Declaration of Independence to get your paycheck? It doesn't make sense to me why we're not learning all of this stuff. I mean, I don't know what we learn in high school or college, but I think it's a very important subject we should be learning now. In junior high. Other languages, of course that's important. And this just came to mind. Another thing. Adults don't give it to kids straight. They always say we're doing such a great job and that we're all perfect and we're all doing perfect in school. When I'm seeing D's and F's on report cards. You think us kids can't take a hit? Come on, tell us the truth. So that we know how to build ourselves to be that perfect image you want us to be. How else do you think we're going to get better? If we know that we're doing fine, we're going to keep doing that. I mean, that's just how my school goes. And then one last thing, enforcing rules. At my school, we have a dress code, a very strict one too. You can't wear short shorts or spaghetti straps, all of that stuff. But I see girls wearing shorts that are so short I can almost see their butt cheeks. And no one's gonna send them to the office for it. And there was a girl in my math class who had a hole in her jeans. It was a pretty big hole. And my teacher sent her to the office for it. But you won't send a kid to the office if their shorts are too short? Or if they're wearing spaghetti straps? Like, it's stupid. I think some schools, need to do a better job of what's the word? I made the mistake of making this video at night. I just think schools need to do a better job of enforcing rules, teaching kids actual important things, and lowering the stress. I mean, give us less homework. I'm not saying that's why I have more free time to text or anything. Some of the homework you're giving us is just too much. So, I just don't get it. I mean, that's just my take on it, so, yeah. Guess I'll see you, hopefully, before 2016. Which is probably, I'm probably gonna see you all in 2016. Unless I get, like, the cosplay costumes I've been wanting for my birthday. So, yeah. Bye. I'll work on my sign-off, like,